Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to review A Plague Tale Requiem, which is a sequel to the renowned A Plague Tale Innocence. If you're interested in the game, it is available for $60 on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and the Nintendo Switch. If you have the Xbox Game Pass, you're able to play the game for free. However, it is $50 for the PC version. Please stay around to the very end of the video as I'll discuss what the game is, the good, the bad, and the rating. Before we move on, I do want to note that there will be references to the first game. If you have yet to play the first game, I'll have spoiler notifications such as this icon that will appear to give you a warning. I do recommend playing A Plague Tale Innocence prior to Requiem because it provides a lot of background information and because the game was simply fantastic. Without further ado, let's begin. To understand what A Plague Tale Requiem is about, we will need to discuss its predecessor, A Plague Tale Innocence. In Innocence, you play as a young noblewoman named Amicia de Rune, who is trying to help her younger brother, Hugo, who has a mysterious illness, flee from the soldiers of the French Inquisition who are after Hugo. Upon their fleeing travels, they meet new people and friends, they learn more of the plague, and more about the curse that is within Hugo, the Prima Macula. The macula is a mysterious ancient curse that runs in the bloodlines of families, in this case, Hugo of the de Rune family. The curse is responsible for the current plague and swarms of corrosive rats. Near the end of the game, Hugo was able to control his curse and use the rats for his own benefit to fight Vitalis, the main villain and leader of the Inquisitors. With the conflict over between the de Rune family and the Inquisitors, the plague and the rats that have destroyed the lands have been cured. However, the de Rune family and the friend, Lucas, try to stay out of the public light as people are still weary of Hugo's power. That is a brief description of the first game, but it is necessary to know when playing the sequel. A Plague Tale Requiem continues a few months after the story of Innocence, where the main characters, the de Rune family, and Lucas try to begin a new life in peace. However, Hugo's curse is back and chaos ensues. It is up to Amicia, Beatrice de Rune, and Lucas to save Hugo before the curse takes over his life. As the player, you'll play as Amicia once again and go through a heartfelt yet grim narrative. With the descriptions of both games covered, let's transition to the positives of Requiem. If you have played Innocence, you'll know that it was a masterpiece. It had a great story, characters, character development, and was a stunning experience despite its grim nature of the game. Just like Innocence, Requiem embodies all those wonderful traits once again. The story and conflicts in this game are extraordinary. With sequels, it often feels like the creators are trying to paste the same plot into a new game. In Requiem, the creators have furthered the plot, mainly the Prima Macula, and added new conflicts for the players to experience. Without spoiling the game, Amicia is facing new conflicts compared to Innocence. She is fighting between being a warrior and a protector, being a sibling and a guardian, and being a kid and an adult. Keep in mind, Amicia's world has completely flipped upside down the last few months, and she is only 15. She lived a luxurious life before the plague and has now become a warrior. The creators of the game have done a fantastic job of showcasing the struggles that she and other characters have and are experiencing throughout the crisis. Another positive thing I love about this game is the character development and the attachment we get by learning their story. Amicia is 15 while Hugo is only 5 years old. The interactions between them and other characters are often lighthearted and heartfelt. I love this aspect because the mood of the game is so dark and grim, yet the innocence of their characters and interactions are a complete contrast to the nature of the game. Though Innocence had beautiful scenery and graphics, I believe that Requiem is on a different level. There are areas in the game where the setting is too stunning to view, and other areas where you can see where chaos and destruction struck. The vibrancies and contrasts just make this game pop out. For the gameplay element, it plays similar to that of Innocence, where you have to sneak around and use your sling to light fires and take out enemies. However, they have added new weapons and tools such as a crossbow and knife to help in conflict. I could go on about all the positives of this game, but I feel that I could ramble on for such a long time. This game is a love letter to narratives, just like how Innocence was as well. If you decide to get this game, you will not be disappointed. I have played the game for over 5 hours now, and I can say that I do not have any issues with the game. I love almost everything about it. However, if you are someone who is focused on performance, it is worth noting that the game plays around 30 to 40 FPS. This has been a topic of controversy as people believe that next-gen games should be able to play at a minimum of 60 frames per second. In my opinion, I only noticed the bad frame rates once, and that was at the very beginning of my playthrough. After that mission, the game ran smoothly. I personally do not see a big deal in the 30 to 40 FPS, but to each their own. In the end, I give A Plague Tale Requiem a solid 9.5. The sequel has proven to be just as good as the first game, and you will not be disappointed in playing it. Requiem is like a great book. As soon as you finish one chapter, you want to keep playing and find out what is going to happen next. That wraps it all up. Thank you all for staying to the end of the video, and I hope I gave you insight into what A Plague Tale Requiem is all about. This is a phenomenal narrative, and you will not be disappointed in playing it. Once again, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.